I'm late. Hello! Welcome back to Belmont Bunch. Once again, the Islanders, they do it again. They continue their winning ways, 7 in a row. And this video is late getting up, and I apologize. But I don't have to tell you why it's late. Anyway, the Isles in this game, it's another nice win. With some things sprinkled in that are a little bit worrying. And one gigantic worrying thing. Let's start with the first goal. Actually, let's just start with the first period in general. Good first period. A lot of pressure from the Islanders. High danger chances. Very much in our favor. You would expect. I've come to expect these games to be boring against the Devils. So I was anticipating like a 3-1, 2-1 type game. But the Islanders are rolling and the Devils are not. Matt Martin scores his 5th of the year. He just throws it on net from the point. I kept thinking, and I still kind of thought that Clutterbuck deflected it. But either way, the fourth line was really good last night and continues to have a resurgent, last 10 games maybe. So good stuff from them. Pelech, another one just from the point. Just thrown towards the net, a lot of traffic. Mackenzie Blackwood, tough night where twice he ended up, on the floor watching the puck go in. So that he's on a tough stretch of play. So 2-0 Islanders there. Anders Lee is the story that's coming out of this one, really. He's out indefinitely, so that's the only good thing that came out of me waiting on this video, was finding out about Anders Lee and finding out the severity of it. I mean, as much as, NHL teams will allow you, which is lower body, indefinite. That's what we know about Anders Lee at the moment. There's a lot of speculation. Is it knee? I saw somebody say, did he break his femur? It was interesting. He got caught up with a Devils player. I forget which. It might have been Zacha, I think it was. And they just kind of got tangled up. And it was legs tangled. And a lot of the weight of Zacha landed on Lee. So that is a little bit scary. You hope it's not like an ACL. He wasn't putting any weight on it going off the ice. He had to be helped off, Anders Lee. So that is worrying. That's very worrying. And I'll probably have to do a separate video entirely on how we're going to move forward, basically, assuming he's gone very long term. All right, so 2-0 after one. Second period just continues to be just an absolute domination by the Islanders. They get one via Dobson on a weird goal that is an own goal where the goalie got knocked down. So Dobson throws it on from the point. One of the Devils players gets tangled with Oliver Wahlstrom, Twitch streamer extraordinaire, and Wahlstrom falls over Blackwood. Blackwood's down and out. Wahlstrom's in the net, and I believe it's Severson has a chance because the puck is not in the net. Puck is lying by the crease, and no pressure on him. Severson can just take it and fling it against the glass if he needs to, and he punts it into his own net. Not punt. Taps it into his own net. Oof, the Devils right now, man. Rough. 3-0. They find that that Wahlstrom didn't initiate the contact with the goalie out of his own will. He got shoved in. So it's 3-0 there. Bailey, who got robbed earlier in this game on a play where all he has to do is lift the puck and it's a goal. And this time he converts on basically an empty net off of a great feed. 4-0 after 2. And it felt just completely comfortable, and you're basically just wondering, is Anders okay? Now, it does get interesting in the third. Kuokkanen, Yanni Kuokkanen. No, I shouldn't have tried to say it twice. I got it right the first time. Yanni Kuokkanen gets one on the board, makes it 4-1 Islanders. And this is kind of a weird one. He kind of pitched it over Sorokin. To this point, Sorokin didn't really have to deal with anything. He faced 12 shots through 2. It's pretty easy work. So this one, not really on him. Second one, though, from Maltsev. This is a backhander from just kind of not a high danger area. kind of the outside of the circle, and it just finds a way in. There was traffic in front, but Sorokin not doing a good enough job of like sealing off the post, body to post, and that's not good. That's not a good one at all. That goal. Jack Hughes would get one as well, and there's not like that one was a little bit tougher. It was a bounce in front and sweet hands by Hughes. So the Islanders would get the put away from Brock Nelson. That actually made it 5-2. This came after that. Brock Nelson's goal, great feed from Pulock, terrible defending from the Devils. The Devils, they just look lost. But give it to them. The kids are scoring. Good stuff there. They're playing the kids. I think they're doing the rebuild game right when it comes to just like, hey, let's play the kids, get them experience, and this year, basically just find out what you have in them. Anyway, that's what I've got. Isles power play not good. Actually has been stumbling a little bit over the last few games, but they've not been committing too many penalties, so that's pretty good on the PK side of it. And the Isles 7 straight wins. The home streak, point streak, I believe, is at 12, 10-0-2. And really the only thing out of this game that's bad is the Anders Lee thing. Maybe a little bit of Sorokin, but Anders Lee, that is rough, and have to address it in a separate video. It's such an important thing, obviously, for the Islanders, because Anders Lee, whose jersey I just bought, so this is my fault, is having just an excellent year, maybe one of the best seasons I've seen out of him so far. And that's it. We'll see you next time on Belmont Bunch.